table setup for group 2 shots in the striking line aiming process. If you haven't perfected your alignment, keep working on that until you have before you proceed on to these groups of shots. The things that you need for group 2 shots will be the striking line trainer template, 2 pieces of putty, the short track, 4 ball markers, the clock cue ball, and the blue dot object ball, transparent tape to hold the templates down while you're shooting. There's 2 constants that happen during this particular drill. The first one is making sure that the clock cue ball, the 12 o'clock position, is set up on this dead center line on every single shot. Even on the other ones, on these other angled shots, you still want it on this dead center line. The second constant will be the blue dot object ball is coming straight out of that corner pocket on the equator of the opposite end of this object ball here, coming out on this end of the object ball. So those are the 2 constants. You're going to continue to build the cue ball track from the ghost ball spot back through the cue ball and onto the floor. Now this is also the shot line, so that you can line your body up on the shot the same way every single time. So you're going to keep doing that. Now you're going to add one more thing to this. So as you're standing behind this shot, in the standing position, you're locking your chin on the cue ball track or the shot line. Now go grab that blue dot and bring that back through the cue ball, and it should be coming over the 12 o'clock part of that cue ball. So when you've done that, lock that chin in place, come down with it locked into your shooting position. Use the 2 shaft guides, raise up. This is going to be a stop shot. Take a couple practice strokes and shoot this ball in the corner. Stay down after the shot to evaluate your stroke, to make sure you've shot through that ball properly. We're going to move it over to the 1230. Okay, I'm setting this up with the 12 o'clock on the dead center line. Going to set the object ball up. Okay. I'm going to move the camera angle for you so you can see this a little bit better. And now you can see the separation between the dead center line and the contact point. Here's the dead center line right here, and then here's the shot line. That's the part of the cue ball that has to make contact with the blue dot object ball. So now it's right there as the contact point, and we've just simply moved it up to the top of the ball, right where my thumbnail is at. So again, build the cue ball track or the shot line from the ghost ball spot back through the cue ball onto the floor. Place your foot on the floor. Now you're going to be locking your chin here on the dead center line, but you're also now going to bring that blue dot back through that cue ball over this 1230 position. That's the 1230 shot. So when you do that, I've got it locked in. So I come down on the shot. Going to use the shaft guides, bring it up. I'm going to follow this time. Do a couple practice strokes. And let her go. Now notice how I finished through this shot. I finished parallel to that striking line, and that's the way it's going to happen on every one of these shots. You're going to be parallel or real close to parallel. You surely don't want to be coming through the shot like this or coming through the shot like this. Well, you'll be missing the ball if you do. So you want to be parallel. You want your stick to be pretty much over that dead center line every time you do these shots. Let's do one more shot, just so you guys can understand what you're trying to accomplish when you do this drill. All right. Put the 12 o'clock position on the dead center line, just like so. Setting up the object ball. blue dot object ball. I'm going to change the camera angle real quick for you. This is 30 degrees to the right, and you can see now the dead center line. I'll come over and show you. First off, the cue ball is set up on the dead center line. The 12 o'clock's always set up on this dead center line. Now you can see separation. So the contact point is actually right here at the end of my nail, but we've moved it up to the top, to the 1 o'clock position, so that you can now grab this blue dot and bring it down the shot line and across the top of that cue ball, so that you can see it when you stand behind the shot. So we're doing again what we do. This is every single time you need to be doing this. It seems cumbersome at first. You'll be able to do it in seconds the more you practice it. So you're building the shot line, the cue ball track, from the ghost ball spot back through the cue ball onto the floor, so you're placing your back foot in your spot. Now once you've done that, lock your chin on that dead center line of this cue ball track. Once you've done that, go grab that blue dot and bring that back through the cue ball. And there's going to be two parallel lines. You'll be able to see them as you're standing behind the shot. Lock your chin in this position, come down on the shot, still locked. Use the two shaft guides, bring it up, take a couple practice strokes, and let the shot go. And freeze after the shot. Again, your shaft should be parallel to the shot. It shouldn't be over like this, and it shouldn't be over like this. Again, you'll miss the ball when that happens, but it should stay parallel to the shot line, because we're teaching you how to see these shots with no right or left hand spin. And that's kind of a key point to make when you're shooting these drills. You want it to be between the two shaft guides when you start and when you finish. So that is the basis to the whole Group 2 shots. That's what you'll be trying to accomplish every single time. And make sure you start at 12 o'clock and then go 15-degree increments to the right. And then once you finish here, you don't need to do 12 o'clock again. You can start off with 15 degrees to the left and just keep doing in those increments. Use the extended ball markers so that you're not stretching, so that you can get your feet in the right position. And that's pretty much Group 2 shots, guys. Good luck with that. For more information, detailed information on Group 2 shots, you can go to page 12, 13, 14, and 15 in your user guide.